Alright, here we are. Welcome back, Brendan and his sons. B-Dub and Sons. I don't know. One of these days I'll come up with a better name for us. Anyway, we're going to try to build a quick farm on this one and show you what the ins and outs because we need some cotton. So we're going to go ahead and start our game here. Play it. We last left, I think I took a little nap, came up from there. So here we are. Alright, we got some lions and a couple wolves. I'm going to take care of this lion right here. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, there's that one. And I'm going to take care of this wolf for more. Whoops, I got hit. Darn it.
I missed it. What are you doing?
Alright, there's one wolf. I thought he had some friends around. But there's a lion by the house, though.
I want to kill him.
We'll take that leather. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. I don't like to build up. So he's gonna come right at me. Bang! Oh, I don't even have to throw anything at him. All right. So the last episode. Oh, I gotta get rid of this guy. He's gonna trick me. Come on, Wolfie. All right. So the last episode, I made this water. If you want to make a permanent water supply, dig a 4x4 and put a water block with your bucket in one corner and then in an opposite corner, and then it's there. Now you can take as much water out of here as you want to, and it never goes away, and you can use things like this. This is where we're going to start with a land level, low level water supply. So I put a water bucket right there. I'm going to go over the far end, put another water bucket. You can see where it's kind of still running. The water's still running. You want it to be stationary. I mean, typically this will still work for farming, but I'm going to put one there. Another bucket. It sure beats having to run to the ocean. I'll put one there. See, that side's stable, and the other side is still not stable. And then we'll put one there, and it's all stable now. All right, so to start off with the garden, you really need to create a rake. So you could use whatever you want, wood or whatever. Since I've got plenty of cobblestone, I'm going to use a cobblestone. I believe this is how you make a rake.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's our rake. We're going to go ahead and put our bucket back, put our rake down here, and what do I have in here? I'm going to go ahead and sometimes holding certain things in your hands doesn't get you anywhere. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this right here and add those there.
What's that for?
And put the gravel there. These are stones. I think you can throw them. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can throw them.
If for like weaponry or whatever, I don't know.
You can.
I'm only saving it for the time being just because I can. And that should be it. It's like what, buddy?
Bomb, Buddha, and Tote, and Buddha.
Oh, like bombs?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. You can make bombs in this game. One of these days, maybe I'll have to do that. All right, so I've got my rake, and I want to go ahead and on the PC, you right-click to actually make it. So you get rid of the grass. The thing I found about rakes is they do not last long. You can see I've already used one notch off of the rake, and I haven't even got all the way around here yet. So this is how you do it. Alright, so there's the your little farm, and those little things will start to get wet. So then what we do is we come and we want cotton. Now this plant here is a cotton plant. So you can get a seed, smack these wild ones and you'll get a couple seeds. You can plant rye as well, which this is rye. Alright, oh no, that's not rye. I'll think. Yeah, it is rye. Sorry. So this type of a plant with these things are rye. Sometimes it'll plant rye, drop rye, sometimes it won't. But this is cotton. And I am slightly hungry, it says. And alright, so I'm gonna where's my house? I'm gonna run back over here, and we're going to go ahead and put my spear. Actually, I'm not. I'll put this there, and I'll grab my seeds. So I've got 4 cottons. As you notice the darker color, they've soaked up some water. So you just right click to plant the seeds.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'm going to grab the rye. It's the same way. I'm going to plant the rye on this side. Actually, I'll plant one there and one there. I'll do corner rye. Make a decorative thing. Let's see. That's rye. Yep. So I'll grab a couple more. Here's a couple of rye by the house. That one didn't do anything. I know I have some. There's a piece of rye. Here's a piece of cotton. Cotton, the wild cotton almost always gives you a seed. The rye I found does not. I don't know if there's a trick to hitting rye, if there's... Oops, that was a piece of grass. So, anyway, you get these rye. Once you learn the shapes of the type. Okay, I grabbed a few more pieces of rye. What is that, a bear?
A bear.
It is a bear. We haven't killed one of those in this episode yet, so let's see. Bang! They hit hard, so... And they take a beating. They don't run as fast as lions, so you might be able to catch it there. But they do give you a lot of fur. They don't give you leather, they give you fur. You killed one of those, buddy? Nice. Okay, so we got some fur. Fur is good. You can make certain heavier... I don't want that. I don't really care about that. Alright, so... Alright. I think I've got enough here to continue on. I'll make my way back. Kill a couple more plants here. Let's see. Make sure I'm not going to get attacked by anything. I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and eat a pumpkin here. Alright, I'm fully leveled up. Fully heat. Not fully leveled, but already down one. Okay, so now I'm back over here. Oh, and you can see the cotton that I planted is already starting to bud little cotton things. Plant these rye. Okay, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna put this up here and put the seed back down here.
Cotton's very good.
Yeah, and once that grows full, we'll get cotton balls and seeds. That's the thing about harvesting. Once you get enough cotton planted, it's easy. If it doesn't grow, because it doesn't always grow, it'll end up looking like the other stuff did, the wild stuff. All right, so I'm gonna put this back, and then I'm gonna show you a raised garden. I've already started a raised garden. It's the same concept. It's just up high. It's getting dark already. All right, we'll make this cotton.
Let me see how much. 1, 2, 1, 2.
We only have 6 seeds, so we're gonna go. That's all of our seeds, and we only have 2 rye, so we're gonna put the rye on the ends. Get rid of that piece of grass because I don't want it there. On the very end, and that concludes our day of running around. And yeah, so the last thing I'm gonna do here while I'm recording this little episode, that's how you farm. It's starting to grow. Tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and sleep, and tomorrow most of these should be grown and ready to go. Got my little light out here. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake. Okay, so you gotta pick up. Yeah, having a bucket in your hand with water is very dangerous. There we go. That's what happens. Never try to open a door when you have a bucket of water in your hand, because you'll end up throwing the water on your door and it knocks it out. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Look at this muddy mess. I've got dirt everywhere. It's crazy. It was night. There could have been stuff chasing me. Looks like there's some stuff out there. Anyway, that was that. Now, to finish this episode, I am going to cook an egg. You'll see my fuel source there. How you cook an egg. You put a bucket full of water, and you'll throw any type of egg, and you throw that. and now it's going to cook. And then the only downfall is it doesn't do it all at the same time. So once it does that, it throws your bucket of water down there. Kind of silly. So you have to stand here. You can't just like throw a bunch on there and then walk away and have it create a bunch of eggs that are cooked for you. You actually have to micromanage it. Now you're starting to hear some of the howling, which is super. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to leave the bucket right there because I don't need to carry it with me. And now I've got cooked eggs, which are another great food source. They work much better than the other type. So we've got some 6 pieces of leather, and now we've got some fur.
Yeah, we said you can make clothing means you don't water.
Yeah. So what we can do is I'll grab all of this, and I'll grab some string in case we need it. Oh, there's a werewolf. There's 2 werewolves. They can jump like 3 high, so they can jump up on top. There's another one. I don't know. I don't have any really good armor, so I don't really want to risk dying and then have them be in my house. Next episode, maybe we can try to attack a werewolf and see if we can get some diamonds, and then we can get some, decent gear. So, and once this spear here goes away, it's a stone spear. Once it goes away, I'll probably build a copper one, unless I find some iron before then. Iron ore. Alright, so that was my stove. What I am doing is I'm going to go ahead and look in the recipe, Recipedia at some. We're going to go to the clothes, and we're going to come down, and I'm going to make a leather jerkin. I'm in a pretty warm climate, so I don't really care so much about long johns or the sweater. I'm not in a super hot area, so I'm not going to make shorts. That's silly. I could make myself a new shirt, but I don't have enough cotton for that. But the leather jerkin I can make right now. Recipe is just 3 pieces of leather straight down. You make a jerkin.
That's funny.
And then what you can do is, here's fur. If you're cold, you can make some chest plates. And I would normally make wooden chest plates and wooden leggings, but since we found some copper, we have some. And I'm going to go ahead and make, excuse me, copper. You need 4 ingots or bars of copper and 1 leather jerkin to make an armor chest plate. So that's what we're going to do. Right quick.
Okay.
And so I've got my leather, and I have got my copper, and we're going to grab the 4 pieces. Oops, sorry, I'm doing this out of order. I need to make the leather jerkin first. First leather jerkin. Okay, drop it over. And then the iron. And now I've got my chest plate. And what I can do is actually create another. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Is this a hat? It is a hat. That's a leather hat. And I think we can make. Yeah, there we go. Copper helmet. So we've got a helmet and chest plate, and that is that. I could probably make copper pants too, but we're not going to. We'll leave the shirt on. We'll throw that on there. We're going to take off his old hat and put on this new hat, and that should give us some extra, quite an extra armor boost. And
I see
those things, those are goofy things. I'm gonna let them look at me while I sleep. Anyway, we're gonna go back to sleep, and we're gonna end this episode. So thank you again for watching. I hope you learned how to farm and to make a couple pieces of leather armor and copper armor and whatever else. Thank you for joining. See ya. Say bye.
Bye.